Hello there guys, welcome back to a new video. Now in today's video we actually install some RICER mods to the shitbox RACER 3000. But before we start, I've just made a new friend on Facebook, so I want to give a quick shout out to him. Geezer's name's called Hayden. He commented on my buyer's guide video for the shitbox RACER 3000. And then he decided to send me a friend request on Facebook somehow, so I was like, yeah, cool, let's accept and start chatting. Sound guy, good on you for getting a Yaris, and thank you for recommending me to help you do that. And he's got his notifications turned on for the channel as well, so that's another good thing. And actually that's a really important thing as well. If you are subscribed, please turn the notifications on, so then you get a notification every time I upload about the shitbox RACER 3000 or the Audi that's parked up the road somewhere. Anyway, without further ado, let's install these RICER mods. So the mods that we're going to be installing today is not the air freshener. It is a gear knob from Momo and a JDM tow hook from JDM. Now, yeah, I was taking the mick and saying these are RICER mods, whatever, blah blah blah. But I think when you're building a car, it is important to obviously take care of the aesthetics as well, because obviously you want something that looks the part and stuff like that. Aesthetics are personal preferences, really, aren't they? I mean, this is the sort of stuff I like. Other people may not like it. Other people may like it. I don't know. I don't care. It's my car. I'm going to build it how I want to build it. But budget car mods that you can buy. Bought these off of Amazon quite cheap. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So as soon as we're in front of the car, the first mod that we're going to install is good old knobby knob cheese here. This is a oil slick / neochrome / whatever you want to call it. Neochrome, I think, is a perfect colour. Momo gear knob. Now, along with the Momo gear knob in this rather crumpled box, if I pull the packaging out, comes 3 adapter ring things for your different size shafts on your gear knob. I'll show you what I mean. Removing the gear knob from this car is pretty simple, and I'll spin the camera around and I'll show you guys how to do it. So, in the background you see my pension fund. Anyway, removing the gear knob off of a Yaris, you literally just twist it, and you twist it for years. Literally years. There we go, and off it comes. So that's how you remove a gear knob, but as you can see, there's the hole for that one. Up there is a hole for this one, and if I slip that over, as you can see, it's a bit loose. So we go into the packet of the adapters and we find the adequate one. Excuse the dodgy camera work there. Right, so I'm going to tear into the packet of the adapter knob plug things to find out what one will adequately fit my shaft. Would it be that one? That one seems to fit perfectly, first try. Let me just try the others. That one, far too small, and this one's smaller still, isn't it? Yeah, so if you ever buy a Momo gear knob, it's the biggest adapter that you can find. How do these install? Well, you literally just screw it in the end of the knob. Don't know if you guys can see that. Yep, you screw it into the end of the knob because that's all threaded. Then the hardest bit actually comes with putting it on the shaft itself, because you have to screw the threads, as you can see. Don't know if you can see, but in there are no threads, so you literally just have to sort of screw it on. Make sure it's as far down the shaft as you want it to be. Ideally try and use up all the thread points. And then there we go. First mod installed. It feels quite nice. It won't fall off either. I had one, a really cheap one off of Amazon one time, that decided it wanted to jog on very politely when I was trying to race a car off of a set of traffic lights. I ripped it into second and the whole gear knob fell off and came off in my hand. So make sure that she is on nice and sturdy, of which case, as you can tell, this one is. Run it through the gears, make sure there's no unwanted movement, which there isn't. And that's that done. Then your old knob can go wherever you want to put your old knob. I tend to keep the adapters as well, just in case you ever want to resell any items. I don't know why you'd want to. So the adapters may come in handy for something, so I keep these. The rest of it can be binned, apart from your original gear knob, because when it comes to selling the car, you may want to put it back to standard. There we go. I will get my words out. So yeah, that's the first. Oh, now my knob's fallen on the floor. So that's the first RICER mod done. Quick thing about this as well, which I've just realised, this don't have the gears on the top of the face, so you need to make sure you know your gearbox. Yeah. Right, here is the next mod to the car. This is a tow hook. These actually come in quite handy when you do take these cars on, when you do take cars in general on track, because if you ever decide that you run out of talent and you end up either upside down or luckily just in a gravel trap or something, they can use this to pull you out. But at the moment, obviously, the Yaris ain't going on track, so this is just for aesthetics at the moment again, but it does serve a purpose for when the car is ready to go on track, of which case that is the end goal. So what comes in the package? You've got the hook itself, you've got the backing plate, you've got 2 bolts. So for this, you're going to need a socket set, which I have in the back of the car. I'm going to suss out what size nuts and bolts and jargon is needed, and then I'll get back to you. Now, please do ignore the state of my boot. It is 19s for both top and bottom. So I've got a 19mm spanner and I've got a 19mm socket. Now, how this goes together is basically the plate sits on the back somewhat like that, and then obviously you just bolt it through, and then it bolts either side of what you're going to bolt it to. So what we're bolting it to, if you look under these Yarises, is, I don't know if you can, where it is, there. That's where we're bolting it to, which is just behind the bumper. So, without further ado, let's get on with it. Right, let's get this going. Taking the nuts off the bolts. Now on these as well, there are 2 washers. You want 1 washer either side. Don't know why you do, but probably best off to do it. So let's get the adapter plate lined up. What way around does that go quickly? Don't really matter. Right, okay, so let's get the adapter plate lined up. Then I want it don't look like the other one goes through. Brilliant. So what I might do is I might just move it down, put it through like that. So I don't know if you can see, but it's sort of just hanging just below. Might be the way that I might have to go about doing that, which is a bit unfortunate. Then time to actually put that on itself. I might need to go to the other side. God damn it. Right, okay, so the bumper thing is catching, so I might have to put it this side. There we go. Then need the other washer. So there we go. This is really awkward to do one-handed. This is really awkward to do one-handed, guys. If you do have another person at your disposal, I would recommend using them. Because honestly, it'll make your life a whole lot easier. For goodness sake. Oh, what if There we go, that is on, nice and sturdy. That is not going anywhere. Just going to try and do the bolts up a little tighter just in case. Rightio then, guys, that is on. That was faffy with just one person. That really was. I'll flip the camera around and I'll show you how it looks. So there we go. There it is. Suits in really nicely with the car. It's also nice and light as well. And yeah. That ain't going anywhere, that is sturdy as anything. Rightio then, so that is the mods on the car. Like I said, it's nothing big, nothing major. I don't expect it to be, because like I said in my last video, or one of my last videos, obviously I need to start sorting my life out, sorting future out and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, the mods, they will still be coming. But they may just be little budget mods like this, or if I find something good but cheap, you know, it may be that as well. But yeah, nice little mods like what I've done today. Really do help sort of transform your car, and they can benefit in the long run. What I might do is I might put everything indoors, tidy up a bit, maybe go out for a quick spin so we can try out the new gear knob. It's too hot to wear a jacket for this. It really is. Right, anyway, we are in the car. Now, one thing I can instantly already say about the new gear knob is it sits considerably higher than the old one, which is quite good. Brakes are rubbing because they're rusty, because it was raining. But yeah, it sits a lot higher than the old gear knob. The old gear knob was quite low to the ground. You sort of had to, in a way, reach down for it. Whereas with this one, because it's a little bit taller, you don't have to reach down as far, and it makes the car more driver focused as well, which is another really important thing when it comes to track driving. The car needs to be as driver focused as possible, if that makes sense. Falling out of phone mount. There we are. Yeah. So any little sort of modification like this does help a lot, because when you're going sort of between your steering wheel and what is up with this phone positioning today? There we are. Yeah, when you're going between your steering wheel and your gear knob, you know, the distance isn't as far to travel because the gear knob sits more upright in comparison to the steering wheel. So you know, you can get your hands back on the steering wheel faster, you can get your hands to the gear shifter quicker, stuff like that, and all them little adjustments will they may only be milliseconds, but it'll, you know, start decreasing your time because you're that bit quicker at doing sort of, you you know, these adjustments and all that, like tearing through the gears and stuff like that. So yeah, this gear knob mod may seem a bit ricey and a bit pointless, but look at it that way. When you're on track, it's less distance to go between the steering wheel and the gear lever, which means that you can change your gears a little quicker when you're supposed to, stuff like that. You know, like, it makes minuscule difference, but it will be worth it in the long run, if that makes sense. I love how this car sounds. I really do love how this car sounds. It always puts a smile on my face. But yeah, so that's one thing I've instantly noticed about driving this car. The gear stick or gear knob, whatever, you know, it sits higher, which, like I said, is a good thing. One thing that isn't so good about these gear knobs, this is a metal one. So you can imagine, in the winter, it's going to be fucking freezing. In the summer, it's going to burn your hand off. But it has its purposes, it serves its purpose, you know, it's practical for what it needs to be practical for. And yeah, what else do you want? But yeah, I just thought I'd bring the Yaris out because I haven't actually got a video of the Yaris for a while on this channel. And also it helps lengthen such a boring video out as well. We're just about to go under a bridge, so let's do some clutch drops and revs. Love doing that. Yeah. We're taking the usual test route for any car video, so it's not going to be a particularly long one. But yeah, this mod I think is quite successful. Well, these mods, you know, they're on the car nicely. The gear knob does what it's supposed to do, and it looks pretty nice as well. Car sounds good, it's running good. I haven't really been daily in it per se, but I've been using it quite a bit lately, and I've really enjoyed driving it. I admit it has sat for about a week now, but up till that week it sat, I was using it quite regularly, and it's just nice to drive it. I love driving this little car. But yeah, so I'll probably just finish doing the test route. We'll have, you know, nice little chin wag or whatever. Nice little hoon, whatever you want to say. So yeah, what I may start actually doing on this channel is I might start doing little budget mods like this. Things that may seem ricey, but they may actually serve a purpose. Because, you know, there's loads of things that do serve purposes when it comes to the modified scene. And look, especially when it comes to aesthetic stuff as well. Things that look pointless but may not be pointless. So, you know, I might start browsing eBay and Amazon and stuff like that for little cool, funky budget mods that you can do. And probably start taking this channel off a little bit in regards to that sort of stuff. Seeing as I'm not going to be focusing on the bigger stuff for now, because obviously sorting the future out and stuff like that. But you know, it's just an idea. Obviously, you guys starting to get on the car scene, maybe you got your first car or whatever. Chuck some ideas out there for you guys as well. You never know, you may find one or two of them pretty cool. You might want to do them yourself, but they'll all be cheap DIY mods that won't take very long to do. As you can see, the mods that we've done here, they took 5 minutes a piece, which really ain't bad, and they don't break the bank either. So yeah, possible new series to start, but we'll see how stuff goes. Also, at the end of this week as well, there is another really big mod coming for this car. This will be the last expensive mod that comes to this car for a while. But I'm so excited to get it as well. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. If you guys follow my Instagram, I may have put a hint up about a month or so ago about what's to come with this car. Just read the caption and you'll suss it out. Simples. But I'm not telling you guys in this video, but I am truly really excited to be doing this. Let's just say it involves a 2-hour drive. I'm going to take a 2-hour drive in this car because I love driving this thing. Also, it's to meet another fellow Yaris owner, so, you know, getting the Yarises together may seem pretty cool. I'll try and film as much of the journey as possible. It may be a longer video, I'm not too sure, but I'll try and film as much of it as possible. The things that will stop me from filming is I only use my phone to film, and my phone will also be a sat nav, so there probably won't be much of the journey filmed, but there'll be a bit filmed, hopefully meeting the guy, and definitely it being filmed, putting it on, maybe even some cinematics as well after. I don't know yet, but there's plenty to come for this week in regards to content, because Friday is going to be a sick day. I don't know when that video will be uploaded though. I'll try and get it uploaded for the following week, but let's just say this Friday coming is going to be a sick day, and it's going to basically transform this entire car. I don't know how much you guys can hear me because it's windy on this side, so I'll do the window up, but yeah, honestly, I am so excited for this next mod to come. Like I said, fortunately it's going to be the last expensive thing to come for this car for a while, but it will all be worth it in the long run, let's just say that. So yeah, once we get the other side of this this go slow zone, this average speed check, we'll put our foot down a little bit, give it a nice little hoon for the end of the video, because when you're in the Yaris you just got to hoon it, just got to give it the full send in life. It don't look like we're going to be able to hoon it, guys. There's loads of traffic on the road today, but we'll try and give it our best shot. Because what we'll do is we'll drop a cog and go, right? If I can get it into gear, now! Sorry that I dragged this bit of the drive out a bit too much, but if you guys did enjoy today's video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know if the budget car mods sort of series in a way would be a good thing and something that you'd be interested in. If so, I'll look out for more, I'll do more, whether I like them or not. We'll experiment with a little Yaris whilst it's having some downtime, and yeah, really do hope you guys did enjoy this one. Like, comment, subscribe, like I said, and guess I'll see you guys in the next one.